Spending the weekend in front of a computer sounds like a nightmare, especially to people who already spend most of their week in front of a screen. Still, 100 engineers gathered in Manhattan for a weekend hackathon earlier this month. They traveled from around the country to work with Thorn, a nonprofit that uses technology to fight adolescent and child sexual exploitation. Founded in 2009 by Demi Moore and Ashton Kutcher as the DNA Foundation, with a mission of combating trafficking, Thorn was renamed in 2012 after the couple split, and expanded its mission to better incorporate technology in the fight against trafficking. "We get to use our skills for good," said Federico Gomez Suarez, a program manager in operations at Microsoft. Mr. Gomez Suarez has been volunteering for Thorn, with support from Microsoft, for 2 years. His group project focuses on how to help authorities identify missing or exploited children that appear in escort ads. Creating a program to quickly sort through the tens of thousands of images as quickly as possible requires answering many questions. We want to create a program that can quickly ask, is this child in several ads? Does the ad have text? Are there other ads with similar text? If so, is it possible they were made by the same person? Mr. Gomez Suarez said. Thorn has software with the ability to search through text ads, but wants to be able to better search through images. Engineers and law enforcement agencies focus on information from the solicitation ads posted on sites like Night Shift, Erotic Monkey, and Backpage. Over the years, ads offering sex moved from Craigslist to Backpage and are now on to new frontiers. In 2008, Craigslist curbed its erotic services listings, and then, in 2010, closed them. Soon enough, Backpage became the primary focus of anti-trafficking activists and law enforcement. In January of this year, Backpage and the sex worker advocates who supported it gave up the fight and Backpage closed its sex ads section. Thorn's team garnered insight, they said, from talking to child sex trafficking victims who had worked in prostitution, and from that, created their first tool, called Spotlight. Sometimes kids were forced to write their own escort ads to sell themselves, said Julie Cordua, the CEO of Thorn. We wondered, can you analyze the writing in an ad, and if you have 100 ads and somewhere was one that was written by a child, could you raise that one to the surface by running algorithms on top of it to say, which of these ads was written by a child? Spotlight, Thorn says, is now used by more than 1,200 law enforcement agencies across the country and Canada. Another of Thorn's products, Solace, is used to identify children whose images are being distributed on the dark web. Juan Reveles of the Anaheim Police Department has run the Orange County Human Trafficking Task Force since 2014 and, in the last 3 years, the task force says that it has used Spotlight to solve more than 100 investigations of trafficking. Spotlight condenses a lot of the information out there on sites like Backpage into a format that we can more easily use to identify people faster. Mr.